Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. Guys, today we're going to continue on with our Skull Camp Brewing that I went down and picked up. This is their TR'_ALEB'_RED. And I'm reading it as Trail Red. So, it's a red ale. So they got the TR and the B in front of it with the apostrophe. Trail Red. So anyway, I added this to Beer Advocate. It wasn't there. I'm going to post a comment and a rating for all 12 of the beers I picked up tonight. I don't normally do that, but since I listed them there, I'm going to. Untapped had it listed, and also says 880 ratings. I don't think there's that many on it. Probably that many on the brewery's beers. I don't know. I don't know how that works, guys. Their commercial. Well, anyway, before we get into that, they say that's a 4.7%. My paper that I got from the brewery says it's a 4.7% on this side, the can side, and the lager side says that it is a 4.7%. 22 IBUs is what it's saying on the paper here. But when I look at the can says it's 4.8%. So whoever's even writing up the paper is not looking what's on the can. So is it 4.7 or is it 4.8? So, yeah. Well, it is when you're dyslexic, I guess, and you transverse numbers and stuff. And I noticed that some of the information that's on the paper is not what's on the can. So, whatever. And I use this paper to list the information on Beer Advocate. So, sorry about that, guys. I didn't look at the cans and check it for the paper. I figured they had it right on the paper. And even some of them on the cans on this side is different than what's on draft on this side as far as ABV and IBUs. I don't know. Maybe they're smoking some good shit down there. I don't know. Anyway. They're saying it's 4.7% and 22 IBUs. The can says 4.8%. The can doesn't say what IBUs it is. Their commercial description on tap says it's a light drinking red ale. It has a lightly malted finish. Proceeds from the sale of this beer go to build a trail from Elkin to Stone Mountain. Good for y'all. I do a lot of walking. Me and my good friend Mr. Wiley do a lot of walking. He's retired just like me. And he rides his bike some days that I don't walk, and the days we do walk, we usually try to get in between 4 and 8 miles. We went Friday and put in 6.2 miles. So still trying to keep my exercise going since the gym was closed, but they say they're going to try to open it back up here in the next week or so. We'll see how that goes. I will go by and pay a visit and see what all that entails and what's going on there. Anyway, let's get back to this beer. We've got the ABV, we've got the IBUs. This is 4.8, not 4.7. Not a drastic change. It's probably got very similar IBUs. And they told me that all these beers were canned within the last couple of weeks. So, it's what it is there. I couldn't speak to the brewer or the owner or anybody that seemed like they had good information. But they are very friendly and very helpful. Told me what they did know anyway. So here's what it is there. Let's get this 12-ounce can opened up and get it into the glass. I typically don't buy 4.7% beers, but I wanted to pick up one of everything that they had available. These are session beers, guys. I don't buy session beers typically. Yeah, this ought to increase that head factor a little bit. That ought to make it nice and creamy. I think we got it all out of there. They have some very cool, and their labels are heat shrunk on there. They're not printing up these cans. It's a heat shrunk wrapper on the can. So anyway, about 2 fingers of head on that pour. It is a brownish red color, more brown than red to me. I don't know. A little more red up here. I think it's more brown than red, guys. It's a deep red color, almost brown to me. A little bit of light coming through the bottom part down here. It's a good looking beer. Let's get into the nose, see what we got. Guys, to me, it's very similar to the red ales and the Scotch ales. I didn't get a lot of peatiness or a lot of stuff that the Scotch ales sometimes have, like a wet bog or some peat moss or peat characteristics, or even some smokiness. I didn't get any of that on that, but they probably didn't use smoked malt or anything, or didn't smoke the malt. They could. They do barbecue and smoke a lot of meats there, so I wonder if I said if I could talk to somebody there other than a waitress or somebody. Would like to find out. Maybe I'll call them next time before we go down and see if there's anybody there, like the brewer or somebody there that has their hands on in the brewing process, could give me a little more information. A little bit of malt, a little bit of caramel, toffee. And that's about it. Smells very typical for a red ale. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That's about it. A light bready maltiness, caramel, toffee. Very clean, very smooth, very easy drinking, 0 alcohol to me. Tasty beer, tasty beer. It's really hard for a 4% beer to impress me, and that's like I told you before on yesterday's review. A lot of these guys that post regularly on Untapped and Beer Advocate and a lot of other sites, unless it's blowing the hair back of their socks off, they usually don't leave an impressive grade. I try to be as honest as I can. I mean, I'm not expecting a 7 or 8% and huge malty notes or any of that stuff. I mean, it's a session beer, guys. 4.8% is what the can says. So, right out of the fridge, let me sip on it, and we'll come back and give it a grade. Alright guys, I'm back. I've been sipping on it for a while now. Tasty beer, a very nice low ABV session red ale, guys. Alcohol is super well hidden. Of course, it's only 4.8% according to the can. A little bit of caramel, toffee, little malty breadiness into the finish. Decent. A lot more beer, and I say that not being derogatory, but very easy drinking, light ABV beer. I typically don't buy these, but like I said, I wanted to pick up one of everything that they had just to help the brewery up. So hopefully this will. Is what it is. Probably not something I would purchase again, but I wanted to give it a whirl. Final chug. And a lot of these breweries do these lower ABV beers to be compatible with what the macro lager drinkers are drinking. This is going to have more taste than a typical lager. You're not going to get a lot of that grassy graininess that the lagers and pilsners have. But it's still very low ABV at 4.8%. So would go nice with the meal. And that's probably why they do that. If somebody wants to come in, of course they don't carry a lot of the macros. They do have some. But they want you to drink their beers instead of drinking their competition's beer. So anyway, decent beer, guys. Not blowing my hair back and my socks off. If you say, oh my God, that's the best thing I ever tasted, I wouldn't argue with that. But to me, guys, it's A-. It would probably get just a tad better grade, not much, if it had a date on it. But they told me that all these beers that I picked up were brewed within the last couple of weeks. So 90 for me, A-. And like I said, I put in all 12 of these beers on Beer Advocate, so there's no ratings there yet, guys, on any of these beers that I'm reviewing now. But I am going to post comments on that site, which I typically do not. And over to Untappd, they have it at 3.5. I think it's a little better than that, but it is what it is, guys. So if you've had this, which is their TRALB Red, Trail Bread. So if you've had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, guys. Let's go see what's in the fridge.